I find it's amazing that people who claim to believe in free will, as those who believe in the Bible, will claim that they have free will whether or not to choose God, choose or to not choose this God, to choose Jesus or to not choose this Jesus, would then make these statements that so you just walked away from the one who controls your body. Your God doesn't control any aspect of my life, nor does any God other than yourself control any aspect of your life. When a person gives up their own agency and allows for God or government or a spouse to then control their lives, what they're really doing is saying, I do not want to take responsibility for my life. I do not want to have to think about my life. I don't want to have to uh, go and make better decisions so that I can grow in life. But yet I just give agency, give all control over to some other deity. So now whatever I do or do not do is determined by that deity. Now, it's different when we're talking about man, when you're talking about some God. Now you're saying that your morality is based on this God. Now you're saying that you can't develop your own personal morality. You can't decide how you're going to live your life, what you want to wear, where you want to spend your time, but it is all predetermined or destined or controlled by some deity. And I know you use the term of breath and body and that sort of thing. But let's be real. I can choose to hold my breath. I can choose to breathe. I could choose to end my life. Your guy would have no control over me choosing to end my life if I so chose to. Your God can't control anything that happens in my life. And the fact that you give over our natural instinctive bodily functions, such as breathing, over to some deity, because you're going to believe that, oh, well, he created you. So he created the instinctive nature of you being able to breathe. He didn't create me. That's the problem. Your God didn't create me. My parents created me. Their parents created them. So on and so on for generations to generations till you get to a point where all I can say is, I don't know. But there had to have been somebody who continued to have sex and create. Now, we're the first people that on the planet, nobody knows. You giving it to some deity is your guess. You don't have any proof. You just believe. And believing is without facts. So at the end of the day, the person who controls me is me. The person who controls you is you. You could choose to be a great person, or you could choose to be a shitty person. It's all dependent upon you. So you decide. And stop using some deity as a scapegoat in order for you to be able to live your life however you want to live and judge other people how you want to judge other people based on what somebody 2,000 years ago and 3,000 years ago had to say about some deity. Because you don't even know. Think about it. You trusting in what somebody said about a deity who didn't even understand what happens with the sun and thought that that blue shit up there was water. So you have a great day. And remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.